orchid loving friends, it's Deb. So I am filming on my tablet right now. So I'm not 100% sure on how this camera is going to look, which is kind of crazy because I never use my tablet anymore. My phone is dead and I wanted to quickly do an update. So I wanted to update you. I'm going to go super slow here so I don't totally confuse my camera. So I wanted to update you on, look at that little girl. So I wanted to update you on the new ones that I added to the collection in the last couple of weeks. So this is my phalaenopsis Kingidium deliciosa. So her spike is pushing. Look at this. I've got lots of little buds forming here. I've got these little ones open. They've been open for a couple of days now. The first couple of days after I got her, the buds didn't last very long, or the blooms didn't last very long. So I'm happy to say that this one here has now been on there for a couple of days. I'm hoping that that's not a normal thing. This is my first species, phalaenopsis. All my other ones have been hybrids, so hybrid, you know, so there's not much left of the original species when it's all said and done. What tends to happen, right? Wow, that's really, gets really blurry if I move fast, so I do apologize. This is my shilleriana. She is doing fantastic as well. So again, with both of them, I am doing quick water cycles. So I fill it all the way up, leave it like that for just a couple of hours. In the first couple of days, I was completely dumping the water out. But now I'm at a point where I just leave a little bit of water in the bottom of the glass so that just the tips are in the water. I hope you can see that. So it's just the tips. And then I watch the rest of the roots when they start to look like they're like crazy dry, all of them. Then I will just watch to see if I just need, if it's just a matter of increasing the water level just a little bit, or if I just have to completely raise that back up again. So the first couple of days, I do my fast cycles where I raise it up a couple hours, drop it back down, or dump it completely out, leave her like that for a few hours, and repeat that over and over again. That's how I have been transitioning my phals that come to me in moss. Because they are used to living in a moist environment. So I can't take them out of a moist environment, throw them in a glass, and just leave them like that. The roots are not going to fare very well. So if you do a slow transition, and when I say, you know, a moist environment, I'm not talking leave them sitting in water for hours on end. I'm talking about maybe like 2, maybe 3 hours at the most, and then dropping the water off and letting them sit until the roots dry out again and doing it again. So now I'm at the point where I've been doing that successfully, and I have, instead of been dumping the water out completely, I just leave a little bit in the bottom of the glass so that the bottom of the roots are in the water. Just the root tips, a few of them, are in the water. And then I just watch to see how she reacts to that. And she's been reacting very well. So we are having a great transition with this girl. Same with my deliciosa. I've been doing the same exact thing with both of them. So that is how I do my transition of phalaenopsis into water culture. That's how I've been doing all of them, and that's how I have been finding success. For me, that works in my environment, in my ability to care for them and watch them. Um, that's what I've been able to do. So let's talk a little bit about, this is my Wilsonara. This is this is Miltonia spectabilis. So I am definitely going to need to cut off that back bulb very soon, because in order for me to make sure that I've got good hydration all the way around, that back bulb is pretty much in water all the time, high amounts of water, and that's just going to lead to rot. So I've really been watching that back bulb. I've cleaned this up a whole lot so that there's really nothing left there to rot except the bulb itself. And so what I end up doing is I put some glass beads in here, kind of in the front to, hold some extra moisture up here closer to the roots. And then I just have to give these ones here a little bit of a misting. This one on this side is doing really well. I don't really have to mist them, and they are staying hydrated. So update with that one. And down here, there's not really much going on. These ones are doing really, really well. Look at this one. So this is my Rhyncholaleo and Chung Ruby, Siam. So when I very first got her, I was afraid that that growth was going to hit the side of the glass. Let me just take her out of there so we can see better. Again, really sorry about this camera. But let's move the finger out of the way. But look at that growth now. Like, it has just shot right up. I have no more worries. And her roots are doing so well. Lots of green growing tips in there. I'm doing right now, so I've done 2 full days dry, 1 day wet, and that seems to be working great. So I kind of keep her on the same cycle with my Vandaceous types, and my other new one back there, my Vandacostylis pinky, which is Rhynchostylis gigantea crossed with Neophonetia facata. She's doing fantastic as well. Nothing really to report on her. The little spikes, they're still pushing out, but very slowly. So I'm not sure if that's just, the way that they grow, or she just stunted a little bit from the change of the environment. But overall, they are making a great transition thus far. So I just wanted to share that quickly with you. And thanks for hanging out, and we'll talk again soon.